Good morning. It is the Monday morning cup of coffee. I am your host, Tommy Womack, in all my glory. No hat, no shave, no shower. Same shirt I've had on since the Tommy Gunn gig Friday night, but with my luxurious robe on. I love this robe. It's very soft, very luxurious, as I say. Let's have a sip of coffee together. I'm drinking from my Abraham Lincoln cup. See, it's got his face on one side and his signature on the other. Let's heave him up. Mm. Yeah, had a great gig with Tommy Gunn Friday night at the 58 Room in the East Side Bowl. And we were followed by the Hip Replacements, which is a great replacements cover band in town. Then I went across the lobby to the low volume lounge and sat in with Kenny McMahon and the Rusty Nails, and that was a lot of fun. We sang Groom Still Waiting at the Altar by Dylan, and it went on and on and on. I was out of words and they kept jamming, so I started singing verses again. Probably sang the whole song twice, all the way together. And that was a lot of fun. And then what's coming up is this coming Friday at the Springwater. I will be there with my whole band. I'll do a spoken word set at 6 p.m. and then the band will play at 7. And I'm looking forward to that. I hope some people come out. That's the Springwater Supper Club. It's actually what it's known to be. And I've never seen anybody eat supper in there. I don't know if I would ever eat supper in there. I wouldn't trust the sanitation. But it's a great rock and roll club. It's really cool. So I like playing there. And that's on 27th Avenue North, right next to Centennial Park, behind the McDonald's, which is on West End Avenue. If you're on West End and you go just past Centennial Park and take a right, the Springwater is just up there. And let's see what else I was going to talk to you about. I would advise you to Google resources to help the victims of the LA fires. And I had an 800 number. I'm going to find it and put it up on the bottom of the screen here. And, because I know several people who have lost everything, and I know several other people that have gotten by the skin of their teeth and are blessedly unaffected by it. It's a terrific tragedy that's really, really done a number on a whole community out there, several communities. So give what you can. I have a fundraiser for my own record, and I'm not even going to give you a link to it right now. Let's keep this about LA. I don't even know why I mentioned it. Go figure. Now, one thing to talk about, I usually try to keep these things light and entertaining, but I have several friends who are hurting in a bad way, and I'm not going to give away any confidences or anything. I'm one of them. I'll tell you about my situation, but I'm not going to tell you about theirs. It's been a hard month. It's been hard off and on for years, but that's just how my brain goes. But the last month, the gigs I've played have been happy times, and other than that, I've sat in the house and isolated and didn't get a whole lot done. And I'm on enough antidepressants to choke a mule, but sometimes it's just not enough. I should exercise and I don't. I should eat right and I don't. I have nobody to blame but myself up to a point, because there are serotonin receptors in my brain that just don't work like they're supposed to. And there's a lot of you out there that feel the same way. If you're one of us and you're watching this, I'm talking straight to you. Remember this and never forget it. Your brain is not your friend. It can do friend-like things. If you put your hand in a fire, your brain will go, oh, that's hot, and make you take your hand out of the fire. But your brain will also tell you that you're worthless. Your brain will tell you that your whole life has no meaning. Your brain will tell you that you're unpopular and deserve to be that way. Your brain will tell you that everybody dislikes you or has contempt for you or anything like that. Your brain will also tell you you're sober enough to drive, things like that. And that's why we have to kind of be smarter than our own brain. We need to force ourselves to get down on the floor and do those push-ups. We need to force ourselves to eat that right food instead of the beefaroni can again. We need to be smarter than our brains. And I seek to do that every day. But then again, I fail a lot of the time. Supposedly you should get on the phone and call somebody who's a fellow sufferer, but the phone, so often when your brain is working against you, the phone weighs 500 pounds. You can't pick up the phone and call anybody. You don't want to talk to anybody. You wish you did. There's tons of things to do as well. Tons of projects that you've started and abandoned 25% into finishing them. Plenty of space around the house that could use some sweeping or dusting. Plenty of sunshine outside for you to get out and feel on your face. We don't always do those things because our brain is telling us it's not worth it. Well, it's more than worth it. And I want you to never let your brain lie to you and get away with it. If your brain is lying to you, at least have the presence of mind to know, hey brain, you're lying to me. And I am not lying when I say don't let the bastards get you down. Don't be afraid to be the one who says I love you first. Rock and roll all night and party every day. God bless you. I hope to see you at the Springwater this Friday night. And Saturday night I'm guesting with Ray Gunn for 2 songs. And I believe that is at, I don't know, the 5 spot maybe. I'll find out and put it underneath here, okay? God bless you. I'll talk to you next week.